Welcome to this video comparing x86 versus ARM, the two CPU architectures that run nearly every device we own. We have two devices here, a laptop and a phone. Both run apps and look like computers. However, the chips inside each one speak a completely different language. x86 and ARM are not brands or chips, but rather instruction sets. Think of them as the languages that CPUs can speak. An instruction set is a list of commands a CPU understands, such as ADD, SUB, or MOV. Every program you use is made up of millions of these commands stacked together. We'll begin by looking at the first key difference, where each architecture lives. x86 is the desktop king. It was born in 1978 by Intel and runs desktops, laptops, and most servers. Almost every PC you have ever used runs on it. The main companies that make x86 chips are Intel and AMD. They produce various series for consumer devices and servers. ARM is the mobile king. Born in 1985 by Acorn in the UK, it was designed for tiny battery-powered devices. Today, ARM powers almost every phone on Earth, as well as tablets and wearables. Many companies make ARM chips, including Apple, Qualcomm, and Samsung, each with their own branded chip series. To summarize, the x86 zone covers desktops, laptops, servers, and gaming PCs. The ARM zone is for phones, tablets, smartwatches, and IoT devices. Next, let's explore how these two architectures think differently. The core difference lies in their design philosophy, CISC versus RISC. x86 uses complex instruction set computer, while ARM uses reduced instruction set computer. This is the single biggest design difference between CISC, or x86, uses many powerful tools. It has thousands of instructions, including specialized ones for crypto, video, and math. For example, to multiply two numbers and store the result, a CISC CPU can do it in just one single instruction, combining load, multiply, and store operations all at once. In contrast, RISC, or ARM, uses fewer, simpler tools. It has about 50 core instructions. Each instruction does one small job and runs in about one cycle. For the same multiplication task, ARM requires 4 distinct instructions, 2 to load, 1 to multiply, and 1 to store the result. However, each step is simple, fast, and predictable. An analogy helps explain this. CISC is like a heavy but versatile Swiss Army knife, combining many functions into one tool. RISC is like a clean toolbox, with many small, specialized tools, making it lighter and faster overall. Neither approach is wrong. They represent different trade-offs. CISC offers more work per instruction and decades of compatibility, but is complex. RISC is faster per instruction and simpler in design, but requires more steps for the same job. Our third topic explores power and heat. x86 chips are powerful but energy-hungry. They run fast but generate a lot of heat, often reaching 85 degrees Celsius and requiring high power consumption. Typical desktop x86 CPUs consume between 65 and 125 watts and need a fan to stay cool. That's why laptops with these chips can be noisy and warm to the touch. ARM is cool and frugal, built for battery life. An ARM chip runs at a much cooler 38 degrees Celsius and prioritizes the lowest possible power use. Typical ARM phone CPUs use just 5 to 15 watts. This allows for fanless designs and long battery life, which is why your phone runs silent all day. Comparing power use side by side, x86 can easily pull 100 watts. ARM, for the same job, might only draw 10 watts. This huge efficiency difference is why ARM dominates mobile devices. Now let's address the crucial question: who is faster? x86 remains the king of raw desktop speed. Modern x86 CPUs have many big cores, often 16 or more, that excel in heavy workloads like gaming, video editing, and 3D rendering. ARM is closing the gap fast, employing a mix of big and little cores for efficiency. Apple's M-series ARM chips now beat many x86 laptops in real-world performance, using a fraction of the power. The shift Apple made in 2020 moved their computers from x86, with about 10 hours of battery and a loud fan, to ARM, offering twice the battery life and silent operation. This result shocked the industry. So who wins? x86 wins on peak desktop power, ideal for heavy workloads. ARM wins on performance per watt, offering great efficiency. The gap is shrinking every year. Our final topic is software compatibility. An x86 program will not run natively on an ARM chip, or vice versa, because they speak different instruction set languages. It's like trying to read a French book when you only read English. The first fix is recompilation. Developers take the original source code and rebuild it, or compile it, specifically for the new architecture. This creates two separate native programs, an x86 version and an ARM version. The second fix is emulation. Translators like Rosetta 2 on Apple or Windows on ARM convert x86 instructions into ARM instructions in real time. This allows the program to run, but with a performance cost. Emulated x86 software typically runs at about 60 to 80% of native speed. Native ARM apps, built specifically for the chip, run at full speed. Next, let's explore where things are going for these two architectures. Apple has fully transitioned to ARM. Every new Mac sold today runs on an ARM-based Apple Silicon chip, completing their move from Intel x86 by 2023. Microsoft is heavily investing in Windows on ARM laptops, like the Surface, powered by chips such as the Snapdragon X. These focus on long battery life and silent operation. In cloud computing, major server providers like Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure are shifting to ARM-powered servers. This reduces electricity costs due to ARM's lower power consumption. Despite ARM's rapid expansion, x86 is not dying. It remains dominant in gaming PCs, workstations, and most servers due to its established ecosystem and raw power. Let's do a quick recap of the core differences. x86 is built for power. It is big, fast, and hungry, the king of desktop, gaming, and most servers. It's made by Intel and AMD. ARM is built for efficiency. It is small, cool, and frugal, dominating mobile devices and rising fast in laptops and cloud servers. It's made by Apple, Qualcomm, and others. If you need raw power for heavy tasks like gaming or video editing, choose x86. If you need long battery life and a silent machine for light work, choose ARM. The 5-second rule is simple. If a device plugs in and has a fan, it's probably x86. If it runs on battery and stays silent, it's probably ARM. Thank you for watching this video. Now you know the difference between x86 and ARM. Subscribe for more beginner explainers like this.